You're listening to Dads, Diapers, and Drinks. 3 dads trying to lead their families well in a crazy world. So grab a drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome back to Dads, Diapers, and Drinks. I'm your host, Scott.
And I'm Nathan.
And I'm Jeff.
And we have some special guests with us this time.
Yes.
We have my wife, Kelsey, who's probably... Are you going to say anything?
I don't know what to say.
Know.
Hey.
Hi. It's fine.
Hi, guys.
And Katie's here.
Yeah.
Hello.
And Ellen's here.
Hi.
So, yeah, we're just having a little wives episode here. This has been brewing for a while. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we just wanted to... We talk about you guys all the time. So, all good things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know I listen.
Exclusively.
Yeah, Katie listens. Kelsey is...
I do not listen. No.
I've listened to about half of them.
Yeah. So, Kelsey's completely innocent. So completely unbiased, I hope. I don't know. But yeah. So we just I don't know. I don't know how to do this. This is like completely different from our normal structure.
Well, let's tell you what we have planned for you guys. So we kind of laid the evening out into 3 categories. And the first is just a handful of would you rather questions.
Okay.
Oh boy. So do we just start? I don't know the best way to do it.
Well, we gotta say what everyone's drinking.
Yeah.
First off.
Yes. All right. Go ahead, Scott.
Apparently, this is a Southwick's Red Ale.
Yes.
And I had Coke that I drank already because I didn't know I was supposed to save it.
I also have Coke that I saved because I listen.
Nice.
Welcome. I'm drinking a fine Guinness Draft Stout. It's delicious. I love stouts.
We are both drinking old fashions
Nice.
made
Nice.
by my wife. She makes a lot of our old fashions, and she makes them better than I do.
There you go.
It is quite good.
There you go.
Very nice.
Quite good.
So, how's everyone feeling? Are we nervous? Are we good? Is life good?
Yeah.
I've had a heck of an evening.
Me-
Ellen ended up going to a winery with some friends, so I was at home with both kids, and I think I lost a year of life. Something like that. It's pretty good.
Oh, golly.
For some reason, I swear, when Andy was born, we had 15 binkies. I was like, why do we have so many pacifiers just all over the dang house? It drives me nuts. He was in need of a pacifier because he has 2 teeth coming in, and he loves his pacifier now. I could not find one anywhere.
I know.
He's screaming his head off. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to do. I was just losing it. So
Yeah.
I had a fun evening.
And I found it in 20 seconds.
Ellen gets home.
That's
It's
how it
right
works.
here.
Ellen, what winery did you go to?
Sapphire Creek.
Oh,
Shout
nice.
out to Maddie and Sarah.
Yeah.
Nice.
If they hear.
They said they would be listening.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
I feel like there are going to be a lot more listeners on this one. Apparently, people like our wives better than us.
My dad was
Well,
like,
that's-
oh,
I mean-
I'll listen to that. Send it to me. I don't know how to do that.
Just, we can send links out. It's fine.
Yes. For me personally, I was a little under the weather this end of the week. So if I sound a little huskier than I typically do, then that's why.
You are a pretty husky man, as it is.
Nate, your husk is half the
Trying
charm of
to
this show.
unhuskify myself. But yeah, so if you hear random in the distance coughs, that's me.
Let's just keep them
Chiming
in the
in.
distance. Yes.
I'm going to try.
He coughed straight into the microphone earlier, and it blew our faces
Yeah,
off.
I didn't have my headphones on.
I got 2 snow days this week, so feeling extra rested.
Nice. Yeah, I got to work from home 2 days this week. So we got blasted with another snowstorm, another foot of snow. And my stinking four-wheeler, our four-wheeler, now that Kelsey's here, wouldn't start. So I couldn't plow our driveway. I went outside during lunch yesterday thinking this would take an hour, maybe an hour and a half, but it took me an hour before I gave up starting the four-wheeler. And then
God bless our neighbors.
our next door neighbors have a snowblower. So Kelsey texted Kelsey, her name's Kelsey, asking if we could borrow it. And she said, absolutely. So I walk over there, I grab it, and it's amazing. Made quick work of the driveway. It ran out of gas just before I finished. And I hadn't finished doing the most difficult part of the driveway, which is right where the driveway meets the street, where all the plows have pushed all the snow and ice. And it was literally 4 feet tall, like just a mound of snow and ice. So I had to shovel the rest of that so that Kelsey could get out and go over and prepare one of the meals for Grandma's birthday. And then I ran out, got more gas, finished snow blowing the driveway, and then returned it to the neighbor. But all in all, that took like 3.5 hours. So
Woof.
It was a long
sucked.
lunch break.
It was a long one. Very long lunch break. I did not go back to work after that. So
Good workout.
great workout. Yeah.
We ended up shoveling the front half of our driveway, and
I'm sore.
I was on a meeting for the first like half an hour that Ellen was out there, and then I was like, I got out. She had done a ton, and I was like, oh my goodness, babe, you just shoveled like half the driveway, and she's dozed it now.
Yeah. That was heavy snow, though. It was, I don't know if it was the same over where you guys are, but it was like super thick and icy.
And there were just so many, the wind blew so much that some of it was so deep, and then some of it we could
Right.
still see the driveway.
Yeah, that was
weird.
weird. Well,
But we have
that's
a
funny.
Another thing that happened
long
with the
driveway.
snowstorm-
I forgot to mention that part of the story because the four-wheeler wasn't starting, so Kelsey and I decided to shovel first because we knew it was super deep, like where the cars are, but we could see that it was light, like you could drive for a big chunk of the driveway. So we're like, all right, we'll just clear out this area, and then you should be able to get out. So we did all that, and then we surveyed the rest of the driveway.
We're like, no,
Oh, this is actually
way.
impossible. So
Because our driveway is so long
yeah,
that it was, forget it.
yeah.
Forget it.
In hindsight, I should have maybe checked that before we started shoveling. But anyway,
Yeah, we shoveled half of it, and then we just figured we'll just blast our way through the end of
Yeah.
it.
So I rammed our
yeah,
SUV out the end of our
Well, we
driveway,
tried.
at 15 miles
we tried
an hour.
that too and got the Subaru stuck.
Yes.
Oh no!
So-
The snow
Well,
at
the
the
other
end
thing
of
is
your
that we-
driveway is packed.
It's something special.
I
Yeah.
hit it with my car.
yeah, your street's busier than ours, so I imagine the plows are.
Yeah. Well, they
Very
came through
plowed.
Yeah,
a bunch, and we live on a main road for those of you listening. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The other thing that happened with the snowstorm is that our parents' gas station, their canopy,
Yeah.
literally collapsed.
What?
oh my gosh.
partially. It didn't fall on the ground, but it was too dangerous to
Yeah,
keep it open, to like keep the station open.
You're talking about the
Isn't it
so they
canopy
had to
for
big?
close the
pumps?
station.
Yeah, over the
and they had
pumps.
a whole construction crew show up and tear it the rest of the way down so that it didn't collapse on like the pumps and stuff. So
Yeah,
That's crazy.
fun times. Insurance pays for all of that apparently. So
yeah, it's all covered.
I was going to say, they also just built that. Like, it's not like
well, the
it's...
canopy's the same as it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is kind of good. A little bit of act of God.
Exactly. Now you get
Yeah.
a nice new strong canopy. But we haven't gotten this much snowfall in a long time. I feel like these two.
I feel like
two
not
giant storms.
consistently.
Yeah,
Like, we've had like one storm maybe a year.
yeah. And then it all melts, and then it's just cold for a while. But yeah, we got 2 feet of snow a couple weeks ago, and then another foot. So the canopy just said, "That's it, I'm done," and
Yeah.
there it went.
All right. So here we go on the would you rather questions.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do this.
Oh, boy.
Ellen, you want to start us off?
Okay. I feel like this is a weird start. It's a weird first question.
That's all right. Go for it.
Would you rather your wife be pregnant for 3 straight years with just one child, or pregnant for 9 months with triplets?
9 months with triplets.
Yeah, 9 months
I
triplets.
was going to say triplets all the way.
Was I that
Yeah.
miserable of a pregnant person?
It's not fun.
Here, I'm going to save you, Scott.
You just answered it
anyways,
so
next
fast.
question.
No, hold on. As the one who has not yet experienced this except for a short period of time, I'm saying that purely for the fact that I would want 3 kids. So
I would,
it's
yeah,
like-
I'd want to get the whole thing over with.
yes,
Pretty
in
much.
that sense,
Yeah.
and also
Then you have
I just feel
kids to
like
take care of.
I wouldn't want Katie to
That would
have to be
suck.
pregnant for 3 years. Like that's
Yeah, 3 years of pregnancy.
like holy cow.
I don't know. But then
Would
the,
it- would
the
it be
first trimester is a year long then.
Would it be spread out over 3
Vomit.
years?
Okay, I think I'd rather have triplets.
Yeah. Also, usually if you're pregnant
Morning
with
sickness
multiples,
for the
your
year.
pregnancy is shorter. So I'm here for it.
Oh,
Oh, I can. Well,
script it and rip it.
Next question. Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you?
wow.
Well, that's easy for
Who
us.
came up with that question?
Have them
team
walking
effort.
on us because it's just freaking happened.
What?
Not completely, but like, we had to like set a loud rule of like, Mom, do not open the door without knocking, because she just like busts into the house. So
Oh, like you're. Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
was not like bedroom full on, but
I
it was
understand.
like, hi, Mom, welcome to the house. Yeah, this is, we're
Yeah.
married. This is our couch.
Yeah, the whole mi casa su casa thing.
Hi.
Not here. Yeah.
Oh man. I would say that I would. Man,
I feel like
I'd probably just take.
I'm confident enough.
That's the best way to answer it.
They could just walk right in. Like, what's up, parents? This is
Which parents? Your in-laws or your parents?
Oh,
I was picturing my parents. In-laws
If
makes
it
that so
was-
much worse.
If it was in-laws, then absolutely, I would rather see my parents than
Your
my in-laws.
Yeah, I
walking
could-
on me.
yeah. I prefer it to be my parents too.
But if it were my parents walking in on me, it's like they've seen me naked before. I was a
you
young.
haven't
person.
seen me naked
Not
since I
as
was
an
2.
adult. Yeah, but you know,
Things have changed a little bit since.
that's the only way I'm going to rationalize it right there.
Wait, so you never answered?
Yeah, I prefer my parents walk in on me than me walk in on my parents.
But what if it was my parents?
Neither.
Same thing.
I'm just picturing your mom. Oh my word! And then she just slammed the door and went away.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
We better move on. Yeah.
Would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 15 years into the future?
Like exactly 15 years?
Yes.
Like
15 years from this moment.
As opposed
Is this
to
a one-time
10
thing or
minutes.
is this perpetual?
Like you only get to look into the future one time?
Yeah, can I either see 10 minutes from now or 15 years from now, right now? Or is
When
it like, I can
you
always do
want
this?
to. You can do it once.
Okay, 15 years then.
I'd probably
Maybe
do
10
15
minutes because it could save my life potentially if something terrible's about to happen.
Yeah,
But, like, what
that's
if
what I was
it's-
thinking. If it was like you just have the ability to look 10 minutes into the future, I'd say 10 minutes is better.
Yeah.
But if it's a one-time glance, I'd rather see 15 years.
Yeah. Looking 10 minutes doesn't buy you much. I'm
Wait, you do it the first time.
going to
and
be
it's just-
sitting on my butt for the next 10 minutes.
I know what I'm
you're
doing
like
10 minutes
watching
from now.
golf. Like, I wonder if something bad's gonna happen. Nope. Still watching golf.
Yeah, that would be me. All right, I guess. Do we all answer?
Next question.
Next question.
Would you rather have to do all the nighttime feedings and putting back to bed moments, or change every single diaper for all your kids? Would you rather be up all night, or would you rather change poopy diapers?
I feel like we've shared the responsibilities a decent amount.
Yes, that's true.
Like me feeding in bottles
on weekends.
on weekends, yeah.
Nathan's
So-
like, I don't know.
But if I had to do one or the other full time, I would probably prefer the diaper changes.
I,
gonna say, I
think
like
I'd
my
go
sleep.
diapers.
That's the thing. Is like, I could handle poopy diapers. I could handle a lot of poopy diapers, but like if I was well rested. But if I'm not rested, like, oh my word, I would just die.
Yeah. You
Yeah, I
get
think
used
that's
to the
3 for poopy diapers there.
Yeah.
I think I'll have you change more poopy diapers then.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna do it, but
How annoyed would you be though if your wife wakes you up in the middle of the night to change the diaper
Oh, see, now that would be
Yeah.
equally terrible.
while she's doing the feeding?
I recently, like 2 days ago, I woke up. It was probably 4 a.m. or something, and Ellen all I heard was Ellen close the door in frustration. And she said something like, "Why do you never wake up when the baby cries?" And then left. And I was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't." I'm a heavy sleeper.
He literally never, ever wakes up.
I sleep through it every time. So the only time I wake up with the kid is if Ellen wakes up and punches me awake and then says, "Well, now I'm freaking awake. Whatever," and then leaves. So
That's going to be me.
Yeah.
I sleep real hard.
You're a heavy sleeper.
I just do not wake up to it. I don't know why.
Scott did a really good job of being up in the night, especially on the weekends. On the weekends,
did not love it.
No. I mean, yeah, but he did good. All right. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
Have my hero vomit on me.
Oh, God.
Are you kidding me?
Sign your vomit. Sign your vomit.
Sign your name in it. Oh, God.
Wait, who is your hero? Jordan Spieth?
Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Oh, yeah. That's close.
Followed closely by Jordan Spieth.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of who else my hero might be. But
Yeah, I'm stuck on who my hero is.
If you threw up on them, though, they might remember you.
I'd probably want them to vomit on me because I'm like, I can handle that. And I was like,
Right.
hey, you can build a bridge. We have a relationship now. You vomited on me and I forgave you.
Not if I'm right there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's my thing.
I would not be
I'd like
mad
it to be that way.
if my hero vomited on me, but my hero would be mad if I vomited on them.
That's a good point.
If I'm standing next to Nathan and they vomit on us, I'm vomiting right back. So
Well, as long as you don't vomit.
This is a
on
chain
them.
reaction.
Yeah. Like
I
the
can't
Family
even-
Guy scene.
I can't even clean up our cat's throw up.
No.
It's bad.
Speaking of throw up, Marv the other day. Oh, man.
This is the fourth time Marvin has thrown up on our bed, but only on Scott's side.
On your bed?
On our
Yeah.
bed.
Oh.
But
The next-
only on Scott's side.
The next dog will not know what it's like to be on top of furniture.
That is true. That is true.
It will
I
not
take full
be a
blame
thing.
for that one.
But man, I've never seen more puke in my life.
my word.
He got into our garbage and it was just
There's bacon grease in there, and it just,
something just wrecked him.
yeah. It's gross. Anyways,
Katie.
All of our sheets are ruined. My pillowcase is ruined. Anyway,
our comforter,
comforter's gone.
sayonara.
The mic's about to be ruined.
Taking all that.
All right, let's move on. So
I'm
here's
sorry,
what we got.
Katie. I did- Moving on.
So our next set of questions are more in depth. We can discuss them. They don't have to be like immediate initial response questions. So I think we have 5 of them. How many do we have?
Yeah, 5.
of them. So Katie, you are up.
Yeah, thanks for letting me get together.
Yep.
What is one way that being a dad or trying to conceive has changed you, and why is that a good thing?
And drink more?
Why is that a
And
good
why is
thing?
it a good thing?
It
Come
tastes
on.
good.
This is the challenge part.
It tastes good.
Rubbing alcohol is for the outside hurts. Drinking alcohol is for the inside hurts.
That's right.
It's
How is becoming
It's
a
really
friend?
hard to boil it down to something small.
It's probably changed me in a lot of ways that I'm not aware of.
I know.
Um,
And it's hard to say. Like I feel like I'm such a different. It's so much of me is the same. My personality is still me, but everything about the way my daily life operates is like completely different. And I have more capacity for love than I ever had before, which
Yep.
is something unique. I'm fatter.
my motivation to exercise plummeted.
That's something.
Yeah, and I guess I would echo some of those same sentiments. My capacity for love is a lot greater than I thought it was. And especially, like I said this on a few episodes ago, when Davis turned 1 and you made that video, I couldn't watch the thing without bawling. It was
It's
ridiculous. I'm a freaking softie, man. I learned that about myself, that I love my son like absolutely to death, and I didn't know I could. Like I didn't know that was in me. And it took Kelsey making this video, this compilation of Davis's life for the first year, watching him grow to like bring that out of me. So it's not something I would have realized if that didn't happen. So, yeah.
Personally, I've just found myself just generally more aware just of everything. I mean, not everything, but of myself. Like I'm a lot more aware of areas in which I am not reaching the standard that I want to reach. Nice, Scott. And also, but also being able to see when I am doing things well and when I am, you know, kind of above par in a certain sense in certain areas. And that's really encouraging.
Yeah. I'd say I'm also a lot more patient. I've learned a lot more patience, a lot more self-control. Just because you can't really lose your crap when you have a kid who can't process anything. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it kind of forces you to just deal with situations in a different way that you never used to do. So
then they turn 2.
And then
it all comes out.
One of the crises I had this evening with Ellen gone is Kelly wanted juice, so I got her a juice box. She didn't want the juice box. She wanted the juice, which I got an apple juice box, and we have apple juice in a jug in the fridge. And I had already opened the juice box and put a straw in it and was trying to hand it to her. And she wanted the juice from the jug. And I was like, no, I already poked the box. Like, you're getting the box. And she absolutely lost it for like 20 minutes.
Oh, man.
I cannot handle this right now. I was just losing it. It's like, I was trying to be patient, man, but like, 2-year-olds really get it out of you.
Yeah.
It's not my finer moment.
Did you pour the box?
I wasn't going to tell you about it, but now we're here.
Yeah.
Did you pour the box into the cup?
That's what
I tried, but she knows. She knows.
Dang.
It's rough.
Yeah. Can we flip that question on the ladies?
On the ladies?
Yeah.
That's a thing.
I don't
Guess so.
Yeah.
I don't want this. It can be more.
Dang it.
Is it about you? Like, what's one thing that we like about you becoming a dad? Not
No.
like me becoming a mom?
You becoming a mom is what I was
Oh.
thinking.
I can go first.
Sure.
I think that going through like trying to conceive has made me a lot more aware of not even just like people who are going through that journey, but also just like that thinking about what other people are going through. I've always thought about that and like known that can't always see what other people are going through, but with it being like such a constant cycle of trying and waiting and disappointment and all that, I think that I'm a lot more aware of that of other people.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I think I'm more, I guess, selfless, knowing that, like, okay, I have 2 kids that depend on me. I can't just, like, hide and ignore their needs. Like,
Yeah.
I have to take care of them. It's my responsibility. I don't know.
Yeah. It's good. It's true. Kelsey, you're up.
I mean, kind of going off what you said, like I didn't realize I could have that unconditional love for someone. I mean, I love you. Don't get me wrong.
Thanks. I'm glad it took
I feel
our
like-
son to make you realize that.
No, but I didn't fully understand like when people say, you know, you give your life for them. Like it kind of makes me think
Yeah.
like I literally would
Yeah.
give my life to save him.
I had that same thought. Like, wow, I'd die for you.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That thought never entered my head before.
Right. So that's kind of crazy. I also feel like I've learned some patience too.
Yeah.
Especially being with him all day, every day.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, patience.
Yeah. All right. We can move on.
Moving on.
Sorry if that threw you for a loop.
It sure did.
Turn the
Yeah.
question.
Prepare
Not
yourself.
prepared to
I
answer
felt
that
like it
question.
might happen. That's why I was like, I'll go.
Okay, good.
Okay. What is one thing you think you are really good at as a dad/husband? and one thing you can work on.
Please enjoy the sound of silence.
That's right.
Enjoy the sound of silence.
What am I good at? What do I suck at?
Think of it as an area of growth.
I don't think of things that way.
How about you?
Yeah, I
tell
have
me
to
what
do
I'm
reviews,
good
and
at?
I
No, I want you to internalize what you think you are good at.
What?
What you think.
If I come back with nothing, is that? I don't think I'm particularly good at any of it.
What do I think my wife thinks I'm good at? Not much. But I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
If I had to say one for me, I think I'm pretty good when it comes to playing, especially with Kelly. Now with Andy Moore, as he's becoming someone you can actually play with. But I think I'm pretty good at. I don't know. When Kelly and I have our own little games that we play together that she only does with me, and I really enjoy that. Things I could be better at. All of the rest of it probably is a fair answer. Particularly, all of it.
You got it. You got something.
We can come back to you too. You can
that's fine.
think on it.
Think on it.
Well, this is, I won't say like for the entirety of Katie's and my marriage, but very recently I had a very acute awareness of how many things that Katie did when she broke her ankle.
Oh yeah.
And I had to do all of those things. And I realized, holy crap, this is a lot of stuff. So since that, whole occurrence, I think I've really grown and expanded my ability to, just do more and be more helpful as it pertains to housely duties. When it's very easy to, hey, yeah, it's very like there's simple answers like, oh, I'm good at making the money. I go out and I make the money and then we have our money. And yeah, I'm good at shoveling the driveway when I have to shovel it and, fixing the car and those kinds of things. But I guess outside of those simpler to things, then that would be it. Like I've really expanded my ability to cook things now.
Yeah.
And so that's really great. Area I could work on is I think all in one direction and then I completely forget what I had it in my mind and now it's gone.
It happens to me all the time.
I would agree with what you said.
Thanks.
So you've been very helpful.
Aw.
And you didn't complain about any of it
That's
when I literally couldn't do anything. And I really appreciated that.
You're welcome.
Oh, guys. This is such a good moment. We can move on from you as well.
We can come back to the things to work on.
Yeah.
I love it how they all have trouble finding what's difficult.
I don't think that Nathan's having a hard time finding what's difficult. He's pretty good at self-analyzing. I think he's having a hard time remembering what he thought of.
Yeah, I thought of like the one and now I can't think of it anymore.
Yeah.
That's my problem, Jim.
In the moment, I can think of things that I'm not doing well in the moment. But now that I'm trying to recall them, it's like not there. But
I remember.
Go ahead.
It's follow through. As I can be very forgetful sometimes, and sometimes it's not even forgetful. It's like I could look at something and just be like, I'd rather do something else. Or I could just completely miss it sometimes. Like I can look right over top of it or like any of those things. And so I have to put in considerable effort to make those things come to fruition as opposed to just them happening.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm working on.
Nice. I feel like I'm good at giving Kelsey some baby relief, even when I really don't feel like it. I don't know. It can be tough when I get home from work and it hasn't been a particularly good day at work. And then Kelsey's been home with Davis all day and she wants a break. I'm like, all right, I'll hang out with him. So I don't know. Sometimes, especially when he's teething, like he can just be a real pain in the butt. So it's like not something I'm looking forward to getting home. But I know that Kelsey's had to deal with him all day. So what?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm twisting the thing.
It's making a noise in my microphone.
Oh,
Or in my headphones.
whatever.
Is it making a noise in your headphones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't I hear it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever. Sorry.
Sorry, I was trying to be discreet.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm good at relieving Kelsey from a fussy kid.
You are really good at that. Which is good because he really likes you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what did you do? What kind of magic trick did you do to make him stop?
Yeah, that's the other thing. I can't explain why, but I feel like Davis really likes me. So, I don't know what I'm doing specifically that makes him like me, but he often crawls up to me and wants me to hold him or something, and makes me feel things. Yeah, that could be that.
Could be some component.
Yeah. Boy, something to work on. Honestly, I don't know why this is so hard to think of.
I know. It's like, for me, it's honestly that I think, I don't know, I probably could do literally every part of being a dad better than what I do. So I
Name one thing.
I could be more attentive of the kids. I could help out with stuff around the house more. I could do all of those things. Every single one of those areas is like, yeah, I could do that better.
Yeah, sometimes I feel
fail
like
at everything that I do to my own standards.
I could play with him more. Like we'll bring him over to Kelsey's parents' house and her dad will play with Davis nonstop. Like somehow Grandpa has more energy than Dad does. So that feels a little weird to me.
Grandpa also doesn't live with him.
Right. Grandpa has
To be fair.
he has a fresh tank of patience and all that stuff.
Well, this next question can kind of go along with what's one thing that you can work on, because I feel like they're pretty similar. So what has been the most challenging part of parenting or trying to conceive for you?
Oh, boy. I'm going to go first.
Do it.
I think I've talked about this before, but just time in general, like everything with fertility just takes freaking forever. Like years and years. That's an exaggeration, but it just seems...
No, it's not.
I mean...
It has been years.
Yes, but I'm not saying that everything takes years and years. That's what I'm saying. But so that is extremely frustrating in general. And then other than that, there's just a certain level of like when you've been doing anything difficult for a long period of time, it doesn't matter how much force of will you have and how much mental capacity, you do get worn out.
Right.
So it's very easy. Like I even had this conversation with Katie, a couple weeks ago where I was like, I am done talking about this. Like, I just want it to occur and be done. Like,
yeah.
Like I am really worn out. Like I really am. And so trying to like find that mental fortitude is a challenge.
Yeah, for sure. Boy. Biggest challenge for me, I don't know, loss of free time, having to reassess kind of my goals with life and like just personal goals that I might have had and like kind of the delayed timeline that having a kid might have put on it. I still struggle with saying yes to too many things, I think. Kelsey's nodding her head yes.
Well, I don't necessarily know about saying yes to too many things. I think there's just a lot of things that you're interested in, but like we only have so much time in the evenings, or you could have studio night on this night and then podcast night and then all the nights are filled up.
Yeah, I'm involved with 2 church groups and the schedule fills up really quickly. Like you don't have to say yes to that many things before it gets crazy. So
yeah.
yeah, it's just been tough. Like I still want to record and release music, but I've said yes to helping friends record and release music, so none of my own stuff ever gets done. And yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of like
Golf. And
I love playing golf, obviously, and so that gets bumped up in priority when the weather's nice. And then the chicken coop, like I want to make it awesome, but I don't have time to develop any of the things we've talked about for making it easier to take care of them. Which, let me say, I'm so glad we don't have chickens right now.
Oh my goodness.
My gosh,
So nice.
that would have been miserable. But yeah, Jeff, you're up.
Most challenging. I definitely agree with the putting personal goals aside has been really hard. I've been super involved in worship team and in youth ministry since I was in high school. I did it all through middle school. I was in the youth band in middle school, all through high school. Went right into youth ministry as soon as I left high school, and started in worship team the whole time. And I felt when we had Andy, I felt like I was still able to hold everything okay, be it stressfully when we just had Kelly. And then when we had Andy, I was like, I just can't. I'm just noticeably frustrated at everything. I'm so worn out and so tired. I just can't do this. So I have to start saying no to these things that I love, that I've done for a long time. And that was really freaking difficult. So that's like just putting the personal stuff aside and saying like, look, my family needs my time. It does. And there's no way around it. And for this season of life, when you have young kids, it's like, dude, you just don't get to be gone 4 nights of the week. It's just not a thing.
Because your wife would kill you.
That's been tough. And this is probably dumb to most people, but the other thing for me is like, I'm still friends with all the people I was friends with back when I was big in esports, and they're all really freaking good at all the games we play, and I am worse than all of them because I do not have time or energy to do it anymore.
That's the most challenging.
This is the freaking
He just gave the
postscript here. This is the
disclaimer.
bottom of the thing. And it's like, I don't know, I get on, I play a game with them, they just make fun of me for being bad and old and being a dad. Because I am.
Bad and a dad.
And I'm like, ha ha ha. All right, I'm going to bed. And then I leave and I'm like, I'm just unhappy with myself. So,
Yeah.
just the fact that whenever I'm gaming, I'm like, I'm exhausted. And now I'm sitting down to do this, where before it was like, this was the peak of my day, was I get to do this. And I was like so focused. I'm like, I just can't focus. I don't know, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
Yeah,
So like just even the little things. It's like, I just don't even get to do the things I love at my full capacity anymore.
Yeah.
And it
like,
just wears you out after a long time.
yeah. And I'll say, obviously, we chose to make these decisions. Like I wanted to be a dad, and it happened, thankfully. So I'm not saying that I regret that ever happening for sure, but it's been, I guess, the realization that a lot of the things that I was aspiring to accomplish are now being delayed. So it's not like, yeah.
It's almost like not an identity crisis, but I felt the same way when I stopped teaching. You know, I always wanted to teach. And then I've also always wanted to be a mom. And so, but then I completely did a 180 in who I was. You know, I was teacher, like that was my career. And now to stay home, like everything switched. And it's like, I like still want it. I still want to stay home and, you know, raise our kids at home. But, you know, there's part of you that you kind of mourn the life that you had because, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've said that too. Like, I can't imagine being in your position, just my career stopping or being paused for a while to raise the kids. I'm like, geez, like that has a much bigger place in my life than I realized. Like a lot of my identity is poured into that. So
I feel like there's a lot more or far more things in our lives that we have made a decision and it's affected us, and we're not willing to actually state the fact that we're upset about it or it has affected us a certain way because we don't want to like almost in a sense speak that into reality.
Right.
Like, I didn't want to speak into reality that I was super frustrated with trying to have a kid.
Right. You're kind of
Like-
in denial.
Yeah, like, and being in denial almost makes you feel better.
Right.
But in the end, it doesn't actually do that. So it's like, in the same way of, it's like, you want to say that, yeah, I made this decision and I wouldn't change it for anything. But yeah, it is frustrating. Like, I am actually, to a certain extent, upset that these things are being put on you. And I feel like it's very easy to breed resentment if you don't actually voice those things.
Mm-hmm. It does.
I think the thing we keep saying to ourselves is that this is a season of life.
Right. There's plenty of life to live after they are out of the house. So.
We joke that when you turn 30, you're just like, life's over. But it's not. You know,
No.
your 30s are fine.
Right.
My parents are literally never at home.
I know. I'm looking at our parents and your parents. And I'm like, they got all sorts
They're
of
super active. Yeah.
Yeah, they got all sorts of stuff going on. So
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well, we
sometimes
were
I'll call my
saying, like,
mom.
We're trying to go on a missions trip, and it's like we're trying to decide, like, are we allowed to leave the kids for 10 days? Like, but maybe this just isn't our season to do a missions trip. Maybe we'll have to wait a couple of years.
yeah,
And it's just
tough.
hard.
It hasn't been a problem because for the past 2 years, there's been no missions. But 2022, we're doing missions again. It's like, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've been on a mission trip. I would love to do it. And you go, ooh.
yeah,
Ah.
yeah. It's tough.
Kids.
All right.
All right.
Next question.
What is something you are proud of your wife for doing something parenting related or trying to?
As Ellen stares Jeff down.
Jeffrey, what are you proud of?
You let the
Go ahead
wives on
and
the
say
podcast.
it, Jeff.
Is the next question, what do we love most about our wives?
No.
Next question. Why are we beautiful?
I can answer this one. If you have to think for a while, Jeff.
Well, man. It's hard. Again, it's one of those, it's just hard to articulate.
Yeah.
Like, the thing that comes to my mind is just, I'm amazed at how you've held it all together, because Lord knows I'm not the easiest spouse. So that was enough of a challenge. And then we have the most insane 2-year-old on the planet and another baby. And I'm just amazed at how well you keep your head on straight and don't lose it, because I lose it more than you do. I just do it in my room with the door closed. But you don't seem to do that as much or at all. And again, that's the most impressive thing to me, is that this craziness of this couple years of life and all the stress that comes with it, you manage it very well. And it's impressive to me.
Thanks, babe.
Nice.
That was so nice.
This is like a marriage counseling session almost.
How does that make you feel?
I was gonna say, I think I can kind of wrap it up in one word, which is just perseverance in general. I have been in the sidecar of Katie's Toad's Wild Ride for a while now. So the fact that she's still driving and hasn't been flung off by some random boulder or pothole is a pretty amazing miracle. So, yeah, I'm astonished and amazed at how just strong in general you've been with all the things that you've had to deal with this year, aside from the fact that we've had to go through all of these struggles just from a fertility perspective, like situation, and then your ankle decides to snap in half on top of that.
Yeah,
It
goodness.
really just...
And the surgeries and
I've
Many
had-
people would not have faulted you for saying, you know what, we'll try in a couple years. We're just going to take a pause now, and we'll come back to this later. But no, that's definitely not you.
I appreciate that. I couldn't have done it all without you. So thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Doing all the things for me because I couldn't do a lot of things because I've had 4 surgeries in almost 365 days.
That's a lot.
So
We don't need that again for
it
2022.
was recommended not to go under general anesthesia again for a while.
Yeah, no more injuries. We need to wrap you in a bubble wrap or
Yes.
something. And,
Make the new movie Bubble Girl.
yeah. For Kelsey, I am most proud of really just the amount your life changed and how you took that head on, kind of as you said, with pausing your career and just letting that part of your identity kind of, I don't know, say bye to that for a little while at least. Who knows what it'll look like down the road, but I don't know if I could have handled that as well as you have. So yeah, that's been amazing. And I think you are an amazing mom. I think you take great care of our kid. And the fact that our kid, that Davis has had, very positive doctor's appointments for every appointment that he's gone to. It's like, man, but mostly you are doing a great job keeping him alive and keeping him healthy and keeping him well nourished and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. If for some reason I did not have you, like if it were just me, I don't know what would happen. That would freak me out. But yeah, you hold it all together.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
The next question is, where do you hope your family will be in 5 years?
In Hawaii.
I was going to say 5 years, February 5th, 2027.
Gonna have the army of children
Yeah,
playing
like how
football on
many
the beach in
kids?
Hawaii. I want 2 teams plus some subs.
I don't know if it's physically possible in 5 years, but
Unless you're going the triplet
Hey,
route.
I was gonna say we could
adoption is
adopt.
couple
always a
triplets.
route.
Yeah. In 5 years, hopefully a few more kids. Honestly, I don't know where my studio business aspirations are anymore. For a while, I wanted that to be my full-time job. It's a side job that I barely do anything for at the moment. But I don't know. 5 years is a long time in this day and age. Like, so much changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to predict where life might be.
Davis would be in first grade.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird.
I don't know. 5 years from now, maybe ideally I'm self-employed. I'm around my kids more, able to coach their little first grade sports leagues or something like that. Because I work for myself, I can make my own hours. I don't know. My ideal life is kind of the self-employed, able to determine my own hours type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how feasible that is, but that's where I would hope things could be in 5 years. But who
Kitchen
knows?
done.
Kitchen done.
Whole main floor remodel.
Yeah, it might take all 5 of those years, but
It might.
yeah.
On a serious note, I mean, yeah, Hawaii would be great. But no, definitely, hopefully a couple kids. At least that's what we want, at the very least. If we're willing to, or not willing, if we're able.
If
We are
Jesus-
very willing.
We are willing. It's not a matter of a lack of will. But then, yeah, I mean, other than that, that would be like really great. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say on that.
Work.
It's fine.
House.
Good.
You're like, I just want the
I
kids.
just want them to be good.
I just want there to be kids.
Step one.
want to have a house to live in.
I mean, I
to
also
have a job.
I wouldn't mind having a house with more land. I really enjoy time in the woods.
When the next door neighbors move, we'll let you know.
I've been
Maybe
waiting.
maybe have some opportunity to start up an FC squared at like Renew or something.
Yeah.
I was ranting about that to my dad.
Oh, really?
He brought up when we had talked about it on the
Right.
sports episode, and I was like, yeah. So I just started, I'm like, you got to give me the books.
He was
Did
like,
you hear that episode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
he was like, I'll come out. I'll help you get it started. Like, when can I come?
Wow. All
That's
for
great.
it.
But yeah.
Nice.
For me, I'd like to be past the terrible 2 stage with our third and final kid. And like Scott said, I'd love to be, coaching 7-year-old girls soccer and basketball and whatever else Kelly's into. And I don't know, just on the dad side, those are the things that I picture, is just having my family kind of, I don't know, complete. We've hit the goal and get past the baby stage for the last time.
Mm-hmm.
Would be,
Splendid.
oh my gosh, does that sound nice? And then just life-wise, I could see a new house with 3 kids maybe in 5 years from now. I could see hopefully career change for me, and I, as Scott said, being self-employed. We happened to have a childhood where our dad was self-employed and worked from home and ran his own company from his office, and I've always wanted to be able to do that because that's what we grew up seeing.
Right.
And I would love as well to be able to ideally kind of use my dad's history of being self-employed to restart his business with the context that he still has. Kind of piggyback off his shoulders since we work in the same field and actually restart that whole project. That'd be my ideal 5 years from now to do that.
Yeah.
And then I can have a nice house somewhere. I can have a really nice office, better than this one, and work from home and have my
Yeah.
family there and be coach and all that stuff and just have a lovely life.
Yeah. Maybe I learned software and join you.
Yeah, you can learn.
Probably not going to
You
happen.
can learn
but-
software in 3 months and be better than the people who work at my company. My
Alright.
gosh, the stuff I've seen this week, I have.
Hey,
I've hit the band hammer so many times this week. It's ridiculous.
hopefully your boss doesn't watch this podcast.
No, he does. If he does, he knows who I'm talking about.
We're on the same team here.
Yeah.
So the last thing we have are the rapid fire questions, but real quick, I think we skipped number 7 because we kind of already asked that. So
Number 7?
yeah, you
Yeah.
don't know number 7,
Yeah.
but we'll just skip that one because it was really similar to the other one.
No worries.
Just, now you only have 6 rapid fire questions.
Cool.
Okay. So question number 1. Now these are rapid fire, so you got to
okay.
think fast. You can't
How-
expand. Like some of them are one word, some of them are like you can answer in a sentence, but they're quick.
Are we doing like in order? Like Scott, me, Jeff.
Yes.
Or
let's
any
do
one of
that.
us jumping in? Okay.
All right. So question number 1. In one word, describe yourself as a father/husband.
Amazeballs.
Loyal.
Nice.
Perfect in my own mind.
One word.
It's all hyphenated, so that's
Perfect.
fine.
In one word.
All hyphenated.
What is something you thought was going to be challenging about parenting that isn't? Nathan, you don't get to answer this one.
Diaper changes.
That was good.
I thought was going to be challenging. Things I thought was going to be challenging that isn't.
I mean, a lot of things really were
Jeez.
challenging that I was expecting to be challenging. So, diaper changes was the only thing that was like, oh, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Yeah, that's really. I'm blanking. So that's a pretty decent answer.
You
Like
can
the first
take
time
it.
you have to change a diaper, you just go, I have no idea what I'm doing, and it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Ellen, rapid fire.
Rapid fire. All right. What's one way becoming parents or trying to conceive has grown your relationship with your spouse?
That does not feel like a rapid fire answer.
You can answer in a sentence, but you can't expand.
Okay.
Whatever is on your mind.
Yes. First thing that comes to your mind.
What was the question? Sorry.
All right, I'll go
How
first.
has your relationship with your spouse grown?
Okay. I don't know. I saw a whole new side of Kelsey as a mom that I didn't see before, and I really love that side of her.
Effectiveness of communication, specifically emotional communication.
Yes. For both of us.
Yes.
I would say that we've become much more of a team than we were when we were just married.
There you go.
Nice.
Good answers.
Yeah.
All right. Favorite podcast to listen to?
No laying up.
Joe Rogan experience.
I should have said that just because of everything going on. Sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
Right now, probably Timcast IRL is the thing I'm listening to the most.
Nice.
But it depends on the season.
Fair enough.
Favorite alcoholic drink?
Oh.
Boy.
You can have two answers. You can have a summer favorite and then like a fall winter favorite.
This
'Cause
helps.
I feel like those are two different seasons.
Or a favorite beer and a favorite mixed drink.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Scott's like, I don't
like-
care.
I don't care. I like old fashions, and I like Guinness. I like stouts. So there you go.
I'm gonna go neat bourbon because that encapsulates the best I can think of. And then for beer, I'm gonna say any barrel aged stout.
I will say a good scotch. I'm kind of a fan of right now. And my other drink would be Malbec wine, red wine.
Interesting.
Freaking love that stuff. I'm kind of over the beer hype. We're really into wine recently.
You're into,
And I'm loving
you're
it.
into Syrahs.
Oh, and Syrahs too. Those are great.
Interesting.
All right.
Ellen, you have the
Okay.
last question.
Oh.
What is your favorite part of being a dad/husband?
Oh man.
So earlier when I said sometimes I'm not looking forward to coming home to a grumpy Davis, there are other days where I am looking forward to coming home to a happy Davis. So I really like it when he walks up with his walker. It gives me a big smile when I walk in the door.
Or he always crawls to the door when you get home.
Yeah, he
Just to-
crawls over. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh man. I was listening too intently to what Scott was saying and not thinking about what I was gonna say. Oh golly.
We can go out of order. Jeff can.
Yeah, it's like too
jump
long.
in. Yeah.
No,
Your time is up.
I just it's hard to like nail it down to a thing. But I guess if I had to broaden it enough, I would just say companionship as a whole. Like the companionship we have.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think mine's a broad term, but just the life we've built. I never dreamed I would have a wife and a house and a dog and 2 kids and a stable job. Like all of that was something I thought so out of my reach. I mean, how old am I? 26? 7 years ago, I thought that was an impossibility. And to have it all is just incredible. So I'm just unbelievably grateful for the life that we've made together.
Nice.
Nice.
Way to end it.
Good job.
Good night.
That's all we got for you guys.
Cool. We did it.
Woo!
Yay.
We did it.
We kept it under an hour too.
Nice.
Oh man.
Was it? It's about an hour, I think.
That's astonishing considering I feel like your podcasts are typically about an hour and there's 6 of us instead of 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We spent a lot. I think we spent a lot less time dilly dallying at the beginning.
Yeah.
We were like, we have a
coulda
schedule.
Jumped right into it. Yeah.
So-
the women
ladies-
kept us on task here.
Ladies are on board. They're like,
Yeah.
we have a color
This is the
coded
most
schedule.
prepared
So
episode we've ever had. It's because our wives are in it.
It's true.
Because we also know this is probably the only episode we'll be in.
I
Not
actually
necessarily.
have a list of about 15 ideas that I gave Nathan, and we are included in some more of them if they so choose.
we probably won't have you all on at the same time again because this is very hectic. and it is hard to get any word in edgewise, especially as you're trying to share detailed thoughts.
I thought it was
But aren't
We
fine.
so
could reverse
delightfully
the
structured.
roles.
That is
You
true.
ask the wives question.
We could do another episode like that.
Yes.
Ellen's like, I have more to say.
This is my only chance.
Yeah. Well, all right. We'll plan on that. We'll have to have a separate planning sesh to figure out when that's going to be. But yeah, stay tuned for that, listeners. If you want to hear more from our wives, we'll have another episode with us asking them questions.
And that's a wrap for Dad's Diapers and Drinks.
Thanks for joining us.
You all have a great night or morning, depending on when you're listening.
Yeah, that's all we got. Thanks for listening. Follow us on the socials
Yes.
that we don't use. And then, yeah. We'll talk at you next week. Bye.
Cheers.